Hello, my dear family members. I hope all of you are doing great for your upcoming Capgemini drive. Today, I'll make you comfortable by discussing a recently asked coding questions by Capgemini. The question is not fully same, but the concept is almost same and very important for this drive as well. Just I want to convey an important info that is whoever recently gave the exam, they faced game-based aptitude and they are stuck in there and could not solve properly. That's why be prepared accordingly. And if you think you need to practice more on those game-based aptitude or recent coding questions, then you can ping me at my Insta ID, instagram.com/techno.uf. I'll assist you by paid prime materials. Okay, without expanding, let's start with the first question. The question was regarding message decryption, right? So you are given a string message of length n. Message contains an encoded message where encoded characters are separated with a space. Your task is to find and print the decoded message, right? So the encoded message as follows: each letter was converted to its base number. So whatever string you will get, you have to convert the number to its base letter, right? So if you are having 2 or 3, then you have to convert that into a character, right? If you are having 1, then you have to convert that into A. If you are having 2, then you have to convert that into B. If you are having Z, then you have to convert, sorry, if you having 26, then you have to convert that into Z, right? And a space is converted to an underscore, right? So if you have to convert the underscore into space, right? A number is preceded by the number symbol, right? Whatever number is having no hash before it, then this would be considered as base number, and the if the number is preceding with a hash symbol, then this would be considered as normal number, right? Print all the letters in uppercase. So whatever you the message you will decode, your letters will be in uppercase, right? So if you are converting the base number into its assigned character, then you have to convert that into uppercase, right? And print space in decoded message only when underscore symbol appears, right? So what I have told here, that is the underscore should be converted into space, right? If message is empty, that means the length uh, is equal to 0, or if it is null, then print null, nothing else, right? So if I hope you know what's the base number, that is for A, the base number is 1, for Z base number is 26, that's this way, right? And assumptions are these: length of decoded string will always be less than or equal to given string length, right? Why? Because decoded message will not contain underscore and what? And hash symbol, right? So in the encoded message, you will have some hashes, right? But in the decoded message, you will remove all the hashes. That's why the decoded string will always be less than or equal to given string length, right? Okay, so the input format is the first line contains an integer, that is n. The second line contains the string message, right? And the output format is the decoded message. So here's the sample input, that is 24 is the length of the string, that is the encoded message. That is, as you can see, the encoded message is this: 214 underscore 3120 underscore at the rate has 459, right? And output is this. How I'm explaining, and between all the characters there are spaces, right? So how this is being the output, that is 2 is the base number, so base number, and its corresponding character is B, 1A, 4D, right? And underscore should be converted into space, that's why there is a space between this. And 3 is the base number of C, 1A, 20T, right? And underscore again converted into space. And the other things, whatever apart from underscore and hash, they must be there as it is, right? So special characters like underscore, like at the rate, dot will be there as it is inside their relative positions, right? So here at the rate present, and then hash are removed, then 459 are considered as the number because this is preceding with a hash, right? So that's why we'll not convert that into their corresponding characters, right? So the 459 should be there as it is, right? So I hope you understood. So the next sample input is this: 19 is the length of the encoded string, and here is the encoded string: 1 space 2 space 3 space dot space hash space 1 space hash space 2 space hash space 3, right? So 1 2 3 should be the base number of ABC. So that's what we have, the output is here, and the dot is considered as the dot is the at the rate, right? So it will be there as it is dot, and then hash 1, that's why 1 is uh, treated as number, normal number, not base number. That's why 1 is here, 2 is here, 3 is here, and all the hashes are removed, right? So I hope you understood what the task is, right? So if you understood, then please start solving the problem by yourself, then give the answer in the comment section, right? Otherwise this will not be helpful to you. I am waiting for the champs who are giving the questions, all the questions answer in the comment section one by one, right? So let's go to the solutions. I hope we will give the solutions before I give, right? So at first we have started with the main function. So here we have not taken the user input. We have just created, we have just hard coded the input, that is the sample input, whatever given in the question, and then we have taken the length of the message inside n integer variable, and then we have called fun function, right, which is having two parameters. N is the length of the message and message, which is the encoded message, right? And then let's see the fun function implementation. That is, the fun is the static method for that's why we don't have to create the object of the main class. And then it is taking two variables, that is integer n and string message, right? So at first the best condition is if the message is equal to null, or if the message equals to blank, then we have to print null, right? And then we have to split the message, right, on the basis of space, because in the sample input there are space between all characters, right? So we have splitted the message on the basis of spaces, and the splitted message becomes a string array. So that's why we have to store that inside the string array str, right? And this is s is equal to blank, so that we can concatenate the actual decoded message, right? So here m is the length of the string array, and we have run a for loop, that is from I is equal to 0 to I less than m, right? And then we are checking if the current element, that is stri string array first element at first, the current element, if this is numerical character, is num. If this is also a function which we have created, that is this, right? So static boolean is num, which is taking a parameter string str. Here we have just created the conditions if the character is numerical character or not, right? So at first we have checked if the current element of string array str, if this is numerical character, then convert that numerical character into integer by integer dot percent. Then we are storing that integer value inside a variable int num, right? So then we are checking if I minus 1 is greater than equal to 0 and str I minus 1 dot equals hash. So this means if the numerical character is preceding with hash, that means we don't have to convert that into its corresponding character. We should concatenate that as it is, because if the numerical character is preceding with hash, then we will have to concatenate that numerical character as it is, right? So that's why we have to check if the I minus 1 of str is equals to hash or not, right? So I hope you understood. So then we are concatenating s plus is equal to stri, the current element, right? That means the numerical character which is as it is, right? And we are checking if else if num greater than equal to 1 and num less than equal to 26. If the num is lying between, that means if the number is not preceding with hash, then we are checking if the number is lying between 1 to 26, then we are converting that number, base number, into its corresponding character, right? This way we are concatenating, this way we are concatenating plus converting that base number into its corresponding base character, right? So a means 65 here, right? A means ASCII code 65, because we have typecasted into character. So a plus num minus 1. So num, let's say at first 20, right? So 20, if this is 20, that means A means 65 plus 20, that is 85 minus 1. So this becomes 84. So 84 is the ASCII value of T. So this will concatenate T inside S, I mean a string S, right? So I hope you understood. And then else we are returning invalid. So other than that, we are concatenating, we will print invalid, right? So then else if, that means if the character is not numerical character, if the character is not numerical character, then what? Then we are checking if this equals to underscore or not. Stri dot equals to underscore. If this is underscore, then print a space, right, in place of underscore. So we are concatenating a space in place of underscore, right? S plus dot is equal to this space, right? And then else, if this is not a numerical character, if this is not a underscore, then concatenate whatever it is as it is, right? So s plus is equal to stri. That means if this is at the rate, if this is dot, they will be concatenated as it is, right? Okay, so then we are, what we have to do, we have to remove all the hashes if we have concatenated them, right? So we have created a message null message, null string message, and we are running a for loop from I is equal to 0 to s dot length. That means whatever we have concatenated earlier, we have to go through all the characters inside that, right? So 0 to length of the s. Then we are checking if s dot current character, if s dot caret I not equal to hash. If this is not equal to hash, then concatenate that current character inside this new message string, right? So we are removing all the hashes this way, right? So if this is not equal to hash, uh, then concatenate, otherwise do nothing, right? So at the end of the for loop, at the end of the all functions, we are returning the message which is exclusive of all the hashes, right? And which is the actual encoded message. So I hope you understood, right? So this is time to run the code. I hope this will run fine, right? So let me run it. So the first sample input was already written, 123 dot hash 1 hash 2 hash 3, and output is abc dot 123, right? As you can see, 1 should be converted into its base character, right? A, 2 B, 3 C, and dot is considered to be dot, and we don't have to do anything with dot at the rate, right? So dot is here as it is. Then hash 1 is considered as numerical character, and that's why 1 is written, 2 is written, 3 is written, and we have eliminated all the hashes, right? So let me run it for the first sample input, that was this. So 214, the output should be BAD bad space cat bad space cat space at the rate 459. So let me run it again and see if this is right or not. So bad space cat at space at the rate 459 as expected, right? So I hope you understood the syntax and logic I used here. So if you found this video helpful, then please subscribe this channel and watch the playlist regarding any company that you want. And please have the prime materials of Capgemini. This will be very much helpful to you. Okay. So thank you for today's session.